And thank you so much for staying with us here on The Pulse. Now, let's shift our attention to some other stories. A police operation to clamp down on activities of illegal miners who have pitched camp in the Ohemeng Shelter Belt Forest Reserves at Anwiafoto near Enyinem in the Ashanti region turned violent as 4 people sustained varying degrees of injuries. Now, Joynews' assistant editor, Ohemeng Tawiah, embedded in the team, was among those injured by a mob of illegal miners. Here's a report.
Ohemeng Tawiah sustained head and chest injuries, twisted fingers, and multiple cuts on his body after surviving a machete attack. The mob seized the team's camera, mobile phones, power bank, Bluetooth device, money and lenses, among other personal effects, and also damaged 2 minibuses used by the team. The police team from the regional police headquarters in Kumasi, which included the media and excavator mechanics and operators, stormed the mining site at about 9 a.m. on Friday, December 20, 2024. The team first dispossessed and arrested security personnel dressed in military camouflage to pave the way for what was expected to be a successful operation. As the police team entered the mining site, the suspected illegal miners, made up of Chinese and local collaborators, had escaped, leaving their gold washers and generators on site. They had been tipped off to escape. At least 8 washing machines, busily engaged in washing activities, were spotted at the site of the company contracted to reclaim mined forest reserve. While the police team continued with the search for illegal miners, news came in that the illegal miners, with the support of the youth of Anwiafoto, had erected a barricade at the only entrance of the site. The agitated miners and reinforced security, headed by one Al-Hassan and later Commander Edu, demanded the police free arrested illegal miners and released seized pump-action guns and mobile phones as part of negotiations for the safe passage of the police team. They also demanded the camera and footage of the Joynews team and demanded the police succumb to negotiating the safety of the team. The agitated miners then started throwing stones at the minibus, smashing their glass windows. In no time, another reinforced security team dressed in military camouflage, led by a man identified as WO, arrived at the scene to support the illegal miners. The WO ordered no vehicles to leave the site. The unit committee of Anwiafoto intervened to rescue the news team to a waiting police pickup. The miners, however, chased and attacked Ohemeng Tawiah with pump-action guns, machetes, and stones, whilst ransacking him for money and mobile phones as he fell on the ground. The police pickup managed to send the team and some injured excavator operators to Adobera Junction, where they continued to Kumasi to begin treatment. Ohemeng arrived at the facility in Kumasi very weak, having bled profusely from head injuries he sustained on the way. The medical team rushed him to the theater in his blood-soaked clothes to first stabilize and operate on him. Several hectares of the once virgin Ohemeng Shelter Belt Forest Reserve have been destroyed through illegal mining operations.
Very sad story there. Well, my colleague Ohemeng Tawiah joins me on Zoom. Ohemeng, tell us how you're feeling now.
Yes, Carlos, by the grace of God, I feel much better compared to the first day I was assaulted at the mining site. So now I can say that I feel much better.
I see. I hope you have seen the medics and they've really treated you to some large extent.
Yes, I did. That was the very first thing I did right after leaving site and managed to escape the situation. So I've already sought that medical attention, and then with the support of management too, I would say that I feel much better. So all these things are being taken into consideration.
And I believe this has been reported to the police, right?
Sure. I have reported the incident to the police even before I went there, I was told police have already lodged investigations into the matter. So myself and the camera technician have given statements to police. The last time I went to the police station, a senior police officer, I remember, called the investigator and tasked him to look for all the people I have mentioned, their names, and then that was the camera technician in our statement. So I do hope and trust police that this time they will follow up and then also pursue all the people who attacked us at the mining site.
Do we know if any arrests have been made so far?
It's been very difficult for me to say because I have been unwell and been home. So this particular answer will surely come from the police.
Okay, have you also... Go ahead.
Yes, I think that they have been the ones handling the matter.
And the other people who also suffered injuries, do you know how they are doing now?
For now, it's each one for himself. So I learned they were admitted at Confanoche Teaching Hospital and got treated. But as to whether they have been discharged, I don't have that information because I got this information from the last time I visited the police station. So, in fact, because I've also been without phone for quite a long time, I'm unable to communicate with other people, other sources, to get information as it used to be before the attack. So I really can't tell their current situation. But I'll say, yes, they got admitted at Confanoche Teaching Hospital where they were treated.
All right. Thank you so much, Ohemeng, for speaking to us. We wish you speedy recovery there. And we'll still be keeping our eyes on this particular story to see what comes out of it in terms of getting justice for our colleague, Ohemeng.